I was born on McLeod Plantation in 1914. Everybody lived together, 5 girls and 4 boys. Yeah, that's my home. I own it wherever I go.
McLeod Plantation Historic Site is a former Sea Island cotton plantation that's open to the public. People can visit McLeod Plantation to learn stories about the McLeod family that used to own this plantation and the stories of the people that were once enslaved here and their descendants, freed people that lived here. The McLeod Plantation was nearly 1,700 acres. It was purchased by the McLeod family in 1851, and the McLeod family owned this plantation until 1990. We have buildings here that have been preserved that are related to the agriculture that went on here at the Sea Island Cotton Plantation. The main house that the McLeod family had enslaved people build in the 1850s. It includes domestic type buildings like a dairy and a kitchen, and also we have 6 remaining houses that were built by enslaved people for enslaved people to live in. One of the significant things about this site is that the Freedmen's Bureau in the 1860s following the American Civil War made this house the headquarters of for its office here on James Island. And the Freedmen's Bureau's primary purpose was to assist people in their transition from slavery to freedom. The houses that were built by enslaved people for enslaved people had people living in them as slaves until about 1862 or so. And following the American Civil War, freed people and their descendants occupied those houses. Charleston County Parks has invested quite a bit in the preservation of those buildings. It's an important legacy to the story of slavery and the transition to freedom for African Americans. You can self-guide here. We have a brochure that will lead you around to various points on the site. We have an app for Apple devices that people can download for free. But the most recommended way to experience the site is to take one of our guided tours. Each one of our tour guides conducts their own research on the site and then incorporates that into their tours. Our tours are not the same every time you come out. I think probably the greatest significance of having a site like McLeod available for people to come visit is for us to be able to gain a deeper understanding of who we are as Americans and to help us make sense of some of the headlines that we see around us today.